Hi guys, camp's all set up. I'm all ready for the meteor shower. I'm right next to a spring that feeds the lake, and there are cacti right over there. It's going to be awesome fun. You know, there's a heat advisory. It's supposed to be well over 100 today. Simply awesome. Thumbs up. Enjoy. It's so pretty and calm here. I love it. It's nice to get away from the real world. Or, you know, maybe this is the real world. Just look at it. Remember that rope swing that you had when you were a kid? You can have it again. This is just awesome. Bon appetit. Dinner is served. A hearty salmon salad with mixed veggies. It has an egg and really interesting dressing on it. All sorts of goodies in there. A rye crisp. And then a fresh apricot for dessert. You know, who wants to cook a hot meal on a hot day? Have a nice summer salad for dinner. You want the first bite? Try it. You'll like it. That's good. You should try a night swim. You'll love it. It's so much fun. Just watch out for the snakes at night. You can't see them as well. It's so beautiful. This is the best way to cool off. Man, I can't wait to go on the night hike after I've cooled off this way. You know, it's still above 90 degrees. It doesn't get cold here at night very quickly. It should get down to maybe 79 tonight if we're lucky, but it's warm because it's humid. But boy, is it fun. You gotta try being in a lake at night. But don't venture too far, and always tell people where you are in case something goes wrong. You've got to remember safety. I'm sitting on a rock right now. That is so good. I'm all set for the night hike. You'll notice that I've covered one eye. This gives me night vision. If I have a light on, this eye that sees the light won't have much night vision. But if I lift the patch up, I can see in the dark, or pretty close to the dark. And so I have that. I have a walking stick just in case I run into things. I can tell where they are with the stick. I always have a backpack when I night hike. The backpack has a first aid kit, Has my cell phone in it, has a map, has food, and has water, and anything that I would need to have in an emergency to stay comfortably overnight. I have some videos about how I do that, and look down in the narrative below the video and you'll see these videos that talk about night hikes, and they talk about what to carry in your pack for this type of hike. My hammock's all set up, and you can see here I've got a lights across it. That way I can find it in the dark when I get back. Sometimes I found that when I'm out and I come back and I can't find my my campsite, my hammock. Well, I've got it set up so I can easily find it. So I'm going to go down some trails that I know during the day. I'm not doing anything that's too risky. I've been on these trails during the day, and they always look different during the night. You'll notice I have a long sleeve shirt on, that's for protection, as well as I have heavier shoes on and heavy pants. The reason for that is I don't like cactus, and this gives me a little bit more protection. Hikers and bikers only. This is the trail to the inside of the peninsula. It's a really neat trail to bike and also hike. Who's afraid of the dark? Not me. I have a compass. And even if I didn't, I could tell my way around by the stars and the moon. See my video on that. Welcome to a new mini-series on night sky navigation. This episode discusses the basics of moon and star navigation for the Northern Hemisphere. However, the same principles apply for the Southern Hemisphere. It's easy to use the crescent shape of the moon to find a general north to south line in the sky. Imagine a line slicing the crescent moon from the uppermost point or horn to the lower horn. Imagine extending this line to give a general direction of south. This method works best when the moon is high in the horizon. It is less accurate when the moon is low on the horizon. Locating the Big Dipper is the easiest way to find Polaris and therefore find north. Follow the handle of the Big Dipper to the last two pointer stars of the bowl. From this point, draw an imaginary line approximately 5 times the distance between the pointers. The star at the end is Polaris, which is always positioned over the North Pole. Which way should I go, left or right? I think I'll go left. Oh, and the stars are so bright. There are also moths flying around. You'll see them. Here we go. We're going to go left. Remember, so that we can get back. If you don't remember, write it down. Write down all your turns and make sure that you've told someone the trail that you are taking. And you can leave a copy of where you're going on your car. That way, if you get lost or something and people are expecting you to call at a certain time and you don't call, they can go look at your car. There are a lot of things you can do to be safe, even when you're hiking alone. And it's so much fun. Home sweet home. We gotta do this. Enjoy life. You only live it once. It's time to hit the sack, guys. Good night. Oatmeal yogurt sure is good. And it's easy to make. No refrigeration is required. So what fish are you trying to catch?
Like bass. Some bass.
Bass?
Yeah. I've got a buzzbait on the line here. And we'll see what happens. That's the buzzbait.
That's the buzzbait. It makes some noise that attracts them, I guess.
Yeah, it does a little vibration and sends off some waves, and hopefully something will bite this thing.
This place is awesome. If you have a chance, guys, come out to Pace Bend Park. You'll love it. Hundreds of places to camp. I think there are over 400. In fact, you can camp almost anywhere you want. Always leave your campsite cleaner than you found it. Until next time, peace. You're never too old to play on a rope swing. It's refreshing. After a quick swim in the lake, then you cool off with the breeze, swinging next to your hammock. Life can't get much better than this. No mosquitoes. Refreshingly cool. Even though the temperature is in excess of 100 degrees.